Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Samantha. I am the Gem Priestess. I am a certified crystal healer, crystal lover, crystal connoisseur, whatever you want to say about crystals. I love crystals and I work with crystals every single day of my life. Being a certified crystal healer, I do offer crystal healing services. So if you are interested in that, in the description box below will be a link to my website. You can go ahead and click on that, check that out, read about how I kind of got into being a certified crystal healer, what my crystal healing services look like. You can hear from past clients of mine just kind of how the experience went for them, and that's something that you definitely vibe with. You can go ahead and sign up for your own crystal healing session with me. I will be glad and honored to work with each and every single one of you. But for today's video, we will be talking about our throat chakra. So we will be getting back into our Chakras Explained series. We will go ahead and we will talk everything about our throat chakra. What does it mean? What does it do? What crystals can we use to help our throat chakra? So it'll all be super great. And, let's go ahead and we can just get right into this. All right, so our throat chakra, of course, is right here in our throat. So it, includes, the mouth, the throat, even the ears. Some people even say the nose a little bit. Just kind of all of this right in here. It's all throat chakra. So having, a well-functioning throat chakra, it means, you're able to communicate your emotions. You're able to listen to other people, kind of just like without judgment. You kind of have a really strong, good, like inner voice. You are able to like empathize with other people and how they're thinking and feeling. A lot of people will say someone with, a really strong and balanced throat chakra just kind of naturally just has like a beautiful voice. So a lot of like singers and stuff like that, you can kind of guarantee that their throat chakra is like max out, is working really, really well, because that's just kind of the business that they're in. But it also can house, just kind of you being able to express yourself creatively, just kind of any type of expression, will all come from the throat chakra. Being able to like get out what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and just being able to say it to other people. But of course, in the right, an appropriate way. It works really well, spiritually. People with, a really high, really well functioning throat chakra, they're actually able to verbally speak their like manifestations and their affirmations. And for them, it just works better for them that way. That's just kind of how it works. Some people are better visualizers, or, can write it down really well. But for people with a really strong, working throat chakra, they're able to just, be able to say it, and it's just easier for for them to have it work that way. But of course, having a really, a good, throat chakra and not so great throat chakra, kind of on the not so great side, people with, kind of an overactive or even an underactive throat chakra, there can be overly talkative. They can kind of be the people who are, always talking over others, who aren't really listening when, someone is like coming to them with something, or even just a normal conversation. They can't really seem to like make that connection and just kind of make things like work and make sense that way. That's just kind of how it is. A lot of times people with closed or underactive throat chakras aren't able to communicate, just how they're feeling, how they're thinking, just kind of all of that stuff that just, a really well working throat chakra, it's just kind of the opposite when your throat chakra isn't really working. But being a certified crystal healer, I will show you guys some crystals that I use personally, but that I also use on my clients to be able to open up their throat chakra so that they're able to, communicate, better at work, or better in their relationships, or just even better with themselves. That's something that is really important that I think it's overlooked a lot with the throat chakra, is that, yeah, it's about communicating and listening and, being able to talk and express your emotions and stuff like that. But it also works really well to do those things with yourself too, to be able to communicate with yourself, like, hey, this is kind of what I need right now, or hey, this is kind of how I'm feeling. And just being able to kind of work through all of those things, just kind of, as it needs be, or just being able to kind of have that filter, so you don't have that like foot and mouth syndrome, that you're kind of able to like think about like, okay, like, is this really appropriate for me to say right now? Is this really the time for things to kind of, be going that, or should I like wait a second, or did my moment pass, just whatever it might be. It's just kind of having that awareness also goes really well with having a perfectly aligned throat chakra. Alright, so I have just a couple of different crystals for you guys, like I said, that I use on myself or even on others in my crystal healing services that just work really well to kind of open up and activate that throat chakra that, might not be functioning the best for some people. So first, I just have a piece of lapis lazuli here. Works really great to, open up that throat chakra, kind of soothe any like anxieties, or if you're like, oh my gosh, should I say this, should I not? It kind of helps you just to kind of lead, that direction, just kind of take charge and just kind of let you know like what's kind of like appropriate for the time and what's not, which I think is super important for, to be able to work with your throat chakra that way. Next, I have a blue lace agate. It works really well with actually how I mentioned before with your throat chakra being able to speak like your manifestations and your affirmations. This works really well just with kind of that connection as you're speaking it to the universe, just to kind of help to strengthen that relationship and to make sure that that's really just kind of how that's going and that it's like getting there all the way. If that's something new for you that you want to try, this will just really help to kind of further that and make those, connections for you too. Another really good one is Amazonite. It again works really well with, just kind of calming and being able to kind of sort out like how you're feeling or what you should, kind of be saying, just to help you kind of phrase things out right. It works really well for that, so you're not just kind of like talking and talking and talking on a tangent. You're able to clearly like express what you're thinking and kind of like what's going on and how to like positively contribute to the conversation at hand too. Another really good stone is apatite. I love apatite. It's just one of those, really great. It's kind of a stronger, powerful stone, I think. It also really reminds me of having really good like root chakra energy, so it kind of does like hold the fort down, so to say, but still kind of giving you the confidence and the kind of like strength to be like, okay, like you have something to say, now say it, like don't hold it back. Sometimes if you are really shy, that is a throat chakra problem, so this is one of those stones that's like, hey, like it kind of does push you out of your comfort zone so that you are able to like get out there and like do what you want to do and say what you want to say, but again still doing it appropriately. And then another really good one is sodalite. This is a good stone. A lot of crystal healers, love sodalite. It again is one of those stones that works really well to strengthen the throat chakra, help you with your listening, being able to, be firm in just how you're feeling, and just knowing that like the people that you are communicating with, they're gonna be super receptive to what you're saying. They're totally gonna understand, or if they don't, they're gonna work with you to understand how you're feeling. They're not gonna like leave you out there just to kind of deal with it on your own. They're gonna be able to communicate with you at the same level that you're communicating with them, which is super important, just in an everyday life, with your relationship, if it's a romantic relationship, a work relationship, just kind of whatever it may be, whatever kind of relationship, it works really well just to know that like whoever you're communicating with, that they know like that they're just kind of on the same page as you. So it's super important, especially if you are new to kind of being able to putting yourself out there like that, and expressing your emotions if you're not so used to it, or if you're new at it, whatever it may be. It's just really nice to know that it's already energetically working to make that connection for you, to make it easier for you. But that is all that we have for our throat chakra stones today. So again, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And again, in the description box down below is a link to my website. If you guys love this video and want to kind of get your own crystal healing session from me, you can go ahead and check that out. I have tons of information over there for you guys about that. And of course, as always too, there's always crystal love and crystal information on my Instagram, so I will link that down below for you guys to check that out too. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I cannot wait to do it again with you guys soon. Bye bye.